What's up, everybody? Jason from Jason's Exotic Reptiles, and today we're going to cover a topic of purchasing animals online and online retailers. I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook lately of people asking, is this retailer good? Is this place bad? What's the story with this? Who's had good luck with it? So I'm just going to cover this as kind of a broad spectrum of purchasing online, that any of these places, if you're a newer keeper, I personally would avoid it. A lot of people get caught up in the price tag. They're $20 cheaper than the store down the street, or they're $20 cheaper than this person that I know has a good reputation. And so many people, especially newer keepers, get focused on, I'm going to save myself $20. They don't understand that $20 on that $200 animal could cost them a $200 vet bill, or the animal just might die a week later because it was never a really healthy, strong animal. Me personally, I'd rather spend the money and buy it from somebody who's reliable, somebody who's going to stand by what they're selling. But I see this trend where people are just focusing way too much on price, and I don't think they understand the repercussions of that. So specifically, you'll see a lot of complaints about some of these places. It's not necessarily that they shipped you a bad animal, but their animal wasn't in top shape. It wasn't really in the best shape it should have been before it was shipped. But that's the nature of what some of these businesses are. They just take animals from breeders and they ship them right out. It's not that they're intentionally sending you bad animals. It's that they don't keep them in their possession long enough to understand if they're sick or not. They generally look healthy and they ship it right out. And that's the nature of what they do, and that's why their prices are cheap. When you purchase from a private breeder, whether it be a large scale producing 10, 20,000 animals a year, or a small scale producing 1 litter or 1 clutch a year, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're good either. I think you have a better chance of success when you go to somebody like that. The best advice I can give anybody is to read the reviews. If you see a laundry list of these bad reviews, why are you going to purchase from them? I see that all the time. Oh, I read the bad reviews, but there were some good ones there too. Well, I bet I could find a study showing you that drinking alcohol and cigarettes is good for you too, but that doesn't mean it actually is. So people need to stop looking at that 1 or 2 good reviews and neglecting the hundreds of bad reviews, or just focus on them. Just spend 5 minutes and read through them. And if you want to take the gamble that you're going to be that 50% success story, that every one of every 2 animals that you get is going to be healthy, and go for it. But you can't go online and complain later that they shipped you a bad animal, or say that you're all pissed off because your animal died. That's just the nature of what you're doing. So I think overall, again, if you're a newer keeper, I would stay away from those places. Even if if you're experienced, if you get a sick animal, you get an animal with some problems, you're going to know what to do to take care of it. So you can deal with those issues as they come up. But even then, there's still unknown, unexpected things that could happen. So I think overall, newer keepers, you're better off sticking to the local businesses. I try to stay to some reputable local shops, or some online breeders, personal breeders. Myself, I know there's a lot of really great breeders out there. So I'd say newer keepers should stick with that. If you're more experienced and you want to explore some of those online places, then go for it. But even myself, I only go to them if they really have something I can't find somewhere else, which is pretty uncommon. But I try to stick to the local breeders. I just don't want to deal with the headache. I've wasted too much money on online places like that. I've done it myself. I've read the bad review, and I purchased myself, and I kicked myself for doing it, because sure enough, I was that next bad review. So keep that in mind. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out, specifically around the holidays, so you may be purchasing from these people. I know that there's been this giant flux of people purchasing online through the Cyber Monday. These sales really aren't that great. Ask if you're questionable on price. If it's a matter of $5, $10, $20, even $50 on certain animals, ask the breeder. Maybe there's a way they can work out shipping, where shipping's a little cheaper to your location. There's ways to get down these prices. Don't be afraid to ask if somebody can do something for you. But then don't be afraid, or don't be pissed off if they don't give you a deal, because sometimes their bottom line on that animal is what's listed. So reach out to these local breeders. Stay away from online if you're newer, unless you're prepared to spend the money on the vet, or ready to fight any problems that you may come up with in terms of the animal's health. So again, hopefully this was helpful. Please keep continuing to subscribe and follow my my videos here. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, and we'll keep these things coming. Thanks, guys.